and I think these tanks are gonna reach. And oh, just out of range. He doesn't see it. He's going into the mineral line. There's not a lot of SCVs here, but this is ow. Ooh. Actually, only about 5 SCVs died. The first 2 banelings did much more damage. They are very, very low. Oxygen actually needs to. Does he even see that? Yeah, he is putting more guys on gas. You have 4 guys on gas. You have 4 guys on gas. You have 4 guys. Oh, okay, never mind. See, that's the thing. If you constantly harass your opponent, and you need to get gas in here. But if you're constantly harassing your opponent, and I'm missing a drop here with pre-igniter, and how many guys did this Hellions kill? It looks like the main is completely cleared out. So actually, look at the harvester count. Yeah, inFiRevenant does drop. He does have quite a bit of drones over here. And what the heck? We infested Terrans. Do we even have infestors on the field? Yes, we do have 2 infestors on the field, but infestors are one more hit. One fungal growth, maybe? No? No, okay, but infested Terrans, what the heck? Okay, I'm definitely missing stuff. I gotta watch the minimap a bit more. But let's talk about upgrades. Now, inFiRevenant went for a very, very classic build. Is what you do is you go heavy macro, and if you get away with it, you're gonna have a booming economy. Look at that, 58 workers, and the most cost-effective unit against Marine tank is Roaches, because Marines suck. Like I swear, they suck against Roaches. They do 6 damage. They're not even upgraded. These Roaches have 2 armor, so the Marines are only doing 4 damage a pop. Now I know they shoot fast, but when you have 145 health and you're doing 4 damage, it's gonna take you a while to kill anything. And what the Roaches do is, in large numbers, they are able to basically shoot, walk forward, shoot, walk forward. It's because they shoot so slow. They have attack speed of 2. So what you can shoot, you can run like you can shoot here, run to here, shoot here, run to here, shoot here, run to here, and you surround the tanks and you minimize the loss. But we are gonna see Oxygen trying to get off fungal growth, and look at that, this tank is going to be very, very good and effective. Look at that, it's just absolute mind control. We do have neuroparasite, and the neuroparasites are sculling away at the other tank. The Roaches are retreating, and this fortified, and Oxygen actually forced to kill his own tanks. Very, very good play. You put the infestors here, you mind control the first layer of tanks, and now the thing is, this is very, very classic, and actually Revenant needs to kill this planetary, because what you want, this is Zaunaga Caverns. Now if he is able to space 2 tanks here, 2 tanks here, 2 tanks here, 2 tanks here, it's gonna be very, very hard to break. What Oxygen did was, he had 2 tanks here, he had the rest of the tanks over here. The Roaches moved from here to here, and they got absolutely owned. But Revenant countered it by having 2 infestors, mind control, and then micro the tanks to shoot all the Marauders. Now, Oxygen was forced to kill his 2 tanks, but that was perfect placement, and this, I tell you, is so very, very hard to break. There's only one way you can break it, and it's with Brood Lords. You can only break this with Brood Lords, because if you get a lot of Brood Lords, you're gonna get Corruptors and Mutalisks. Well, oh, look at that. He actually was able to take out the Destructible Rocks. Man, Joe, you gotta pay attention to this game. But look at that, inFiRevenant is on 5 bases and all Oxygen is on 3. But as I was saying, if you're able to control this center watch thing, you're not going to be able to. Oh yes! I love, man, I absolutely love that play about when you have a lot of defense and you can sneak infestors in, and you do not have any form of detection. You put 1 infested Terran here. Now infested Terrans have 100 health. Spoiler alert! SCVs only have 45, and when they take splash damage, and if you put it like right here, all these units take 100% of the splash, and they take 35 damage. So 1 infested Terran is going to be able to kill, like right here, is going to be able to kill a lot of SCVs, and you can actually do it now. Oxygen is doing the very wise thing. He knows that there is no air, so he's getting a lot of Marauders to cover for his tanks, because if you space out your tanks here, and you get Marauders in between, it's going to be extremely hard for Roaches to come across. And these Roaches are very, very upgraded. They are too. I remember Marines absolutely suck against Roaches, but Marauders are absolutely amazing because they do 22 damage against a Roach instead of 4. And, well, okay, they have 2 armor, so they do 20. But 20 damage is a lot better than 4. And we are going to see a little bit of action over here, but there are very, very little drones. They are just going to scout, and aLtOxygen has not to be happy about this. He knows he has the base here, he knows he has the base here, and he knows he is 5 base against, and he's actually going to be able to scamper away here, and you need to micro your Hellion, and and you actually pull a Queen over here. But look at that, it was only a distraction, and very wisely he's throwing down missile turrets because he knows he's very vulnerable to Mutalisk rush. Look at that, 11 Mutalisk on the way, but you only have 3 Marines. This is really punishing. What Revenant did is really good. He went all roaches, so he knows that there's not going to be any Banelings, not going to be any Zerglings, so I don't need Marines. And they're actually coming out here. It's going to be a 2-prong attack. There are already 3 Marines here. The 3 Marines go down. There are a couple more Marines. Look at the units have. We do have 12 Marines. We're at the 12 Marines. There are only 3. Okay, there are 9 Marines over here. And these Mutalisks, if these Mutalisks are able to clean up all these Marines, these Medvacs cannot heal these Marines fast enough. And there's Thor here. The Thor is very able and actually picking up the Thor so he doesn't get. But look at that, he's 4th prestige. This missile turret is wrecking havoc. There's so many Mutalisks going down because there's 1 missile turret and this Thor. But even mind controlling the Thor, the Thor is killing all the tanks. And all the Mutalisks live, and this tank and this this is painful to watch. There's no anti-air here. There are 9 Mutalisks tearing these guys, and you know what, this tank's like, face palm. And looking on the units loss, it's actually really even. But the thing is you are 4 base. Well, okay, let's count real bases. 1 base, 2 base, 3 base against 1, 2. So it's 3 against 2, and it is a gold minerals. So looking on the let's see, harvester, production, income tab. We do have inFiRevenant ahead, but I'm gonna have to give the ball to inFiRevenant because he has so much time to free macro, and a Greater Spire is coming down. And once a Greater Spire comes down, you can have your tank blockade here, but it's going to be so hard to counter. And these Mutalisks are actually just gonna do a little bit of scouting. They're not here to do damage, but they're here just to see what units that they are. The thing is inFiRevenant, aLtOxygen knows, okay, you went Mutalisk, I'm gonna get lots of Marines and Thors. And Revenant's like, okay, I see your Marine Thors, I raise you 1 Brute Lord. And Brute Lords are ridiculously good against Thors because the Thors will auto attack the Brutelings and will not use their missile attacks. Even if they use their missile attacks on the Brute Lords are armored units, so they don't take extra damage. They still take 27 times 4. They still take 28 damage. And these Mariners. That's a little bit of a raiding party coming over here, wanting to see if they can do damage. But it is still, even taking a 6 base here. Revenant is just scouting over here. He's actually might pick off a tank. Is this tank gonna? Yeah, this tank's gonna live. He's gonna pick off this other tank, and then he's like, okay, I'll take off this other tank. And this just absolutely just painful to watch. Now the thing is once again, it doesn't have to do damage. Like, he was actually very good to pick up 2 tanks, but flying by on the top turret and losing 3 Mutalisks for absolutely no reason. But what he did was, when you fly there and you force this Marine to go back, you see exactly what they're building. You see, okay, he has Marine Marauder tanks. I see a Marine Marauder tanks, and I raise you Brute Lords, Roaches, and Banelings. And this is absolutely critical because these Brute Lords are going to be able to take out this 4th position of tanks. Once this 4th position of tanks is taken, the Roads and Banelings don't have to stop at this first thing. They can go to the 2nd round. And actually, coming over here just to take a peek once again, and this is actually really bad. Revenant could be caught in a position. He is going again. Here we go. And all the Banelings are coming. The tanks are sieging up. Are there any Brute Lords? The Brute Lords are killing out here, and they are not saying, I don't want to fight in the Zerg army. Come on. There we go. And wow, there's so many losses over there. This planetary fortress is tearing away at these roaches. But looking at the units lost, we are, finally Oxygen is losing, finally succumbing to that Zerg onslaught. And look at that, these Marines are absolutely dying to these Brute Lords. Are we going to see some Vikings? Does he even have starports? Yes, we do get Vikings from the reactor starport to deal with these Brute Lords. But right now, Oxygen has to take the hits. He just has to. You know, these Thors are so bad. He's actually going for a counter attack because he knows he cannot attack these Brutelings. And actually, he does see it on the. And he's actually going to go for the counter attack, but it's not going to be enough because he has such a small army. 2,200 versus 4,006, and these Thors are absolutely going to get owned. And these mobile siege tanks are going to be like, okay, you just lost your entire army, and I'm just going to go back and decimate you. Now, there are not enough corruptors here. You can't really engage your Mutalisks. Don't engage your Mutalisks. You engage your Mutalisks. All these Thors. Bailing. And absolutely owning the planetary fortress, which is exactly what you want to do. Now, these Vikings are going to be able to clean up these Brewlogs very, very easily.